Hi guys, Ali Taylor here, and today we're rolling back the clock. So about a week ago I tested the Titleist Tour Balata against the Titleist Pro V1X, and we used modern driver, and to be honest I was quite surprised by maybe what little difference we saw between the golf balls in 30 years. So where I thought we could take this next level is we are going to hit my current driver, but I've been shopping. So I've gone out and I've got myself a TaylorMade Burner Plus driver. This is the driver I would have been using around 1990. So we're going to go 30-year-old driver and 30-year-old ball against modern driver and modern ball. Now, I think bearing in mind we're using equipment from 1990 against 2020, I thought a great place to test this would be on my TrackMan simulator on the 18th hole at St Andrews. Now, when we look at a little flyover, it's a very, very well-known hole. You've got Swilcan Bridge, but the nice thing for me is the road that cuts across. I remember watching the Open, I'm pretty sure it was 1990 when Faldo won, and very often we were talking about a good tee shot for those guys, maybe just getting over the road. Some of the longer hitters could chase it up there when it was really, really hard. So I would have always said that a benchmark for a good drive on 18 at St Andrews would be getting just over the road. So I'm going to hit some balls and I'm going to alternate shots. I'm going to hit some balls with the TaylorMade. I'm going to hit some balls with my current driver. I'm going to see what difference the driver and the ball combination makes. Is it really making a huge difference to golf? I mean, again, this week Nick Faldo's come out talking about making the driver club face smaller. Hello. Making it less forgiving. Yes. You know, about trying to rein things back. I'm not going to do some. I might do a video where driver with no tee, which was another one of his suggestions, but this is definitely small head, nowhere near as forgiving. I mean, I actually remember having this myself, and at the time I thought it was quite a decent size headed driver, but when I put it side by side with the current offerings, it is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the club head is only really a little bit bigger than the golf ball. So it'll be interesting. We're going to look at club head speed, ball speed, and then obviously how far. Now, I know that spin-wise, the Tour Balata actually performed pretty well with driver, with the modern driver, so I'm not going to get into that because that's going to be very influenced by strike as well. But we're going to see, can I move something that's shorter and heavier at a decent speed, but ultimately how far is the ball going? Right, so let's start with the 1990 driver and ball combination. So I put that behind the ball, and like I said, it's not a lot bigger than the golf ball, which tends to make me feel that this is going to have to be flushed. Anything off centre, potentially going to see a big drop off in performance, but 1990 driver and ball. So I felt like I've absolutely ripped that one. Go, go, go. It's not getting to the road. So we can see 101 mile an hour, just under 145 ball speed, so good strike. Like I saw, smash factor down, which I think with that ball, maybe a little bit of age-wise, but just under 200 carry, but 242 total. Right, so as I pick modern driver up, I mean straight away, it's huge, it's light, really feels like I can swing quicker with this. Also know from the bigger head, more forgiving. So let's see, what do we have to beat? 195, 242. So yeah, felt different flight, and that is a very, very different drive. So 107 ball speed, club speed, sorry. So 6 mile an hour quicker with the club, 158 ball speed. So I've hit that solid 251, 284. Right, 251, 284. Don't think I can get one of them out here, but let's go again. So I've roofed it. I've pegged it up a little bit. I've gone for it. And wow, look at that. It's not left a mark. 147, 152. Wow. So, right, so going again. Going again with 1990. So again, a good one. Definitely lower than the last one. But we can see short of the road. $178,229. Again, another low bullet. Again, felt a little bit low off the club face. So that was massive. I mean, to be honest, that really surprised me. I think my first one with the TaylorMade was a good strike. Other two maybe not quite as good. But seeing under 200 carry, and at best getting out maybe 250. Whereas the modern driver with modern ball, 250 carry. Now, obviously a big thing was club head speed. So when we look at the two clubs side by side, it's probably a good couple of inches, maybe 2.5 inches difference in length. Club head size is massive. Obviously sweet spot then becomes huge on this relative to this. So, you know, interesting. I mean, let's just have a quick look at modern ball with old driver and just see if it's the combination that gets that down. So just under 200 total carry was my best. Let's go modern ball, old school driver. So definitely feels quicker off the face even with that ball. Got me onto the road, if not over. But there we see 231, 250. Right then guys, so if I'm being honest, that blew my mind. When we went 30-year-old driver and 30-year-old ball, like I said, 240, 250 total was my best. Whereas I know kind of 290, 300 is very achievable with modern driver and modern ball. And like I said, I definitely think obviously length of shaft, weight and forgiveness of head makes a huge difference. But it was interesting then when I put the modern ball with the old driver, I saw a big pickup. Now, I do think it's just a combination of lots of things, isn't it? It's, you know, I know Pro V1X works great for me, not necessarily off that, but I'm expecting it to be decent performance. So I think that ability to get fitted properly, you know, golfers being fitter, like I said the other day, course, does make a difference. But that was really surprising for me, where I saw such a little difference when I hit that driver with both balls. I did see ball speed down with Balata. And, you know, maybe that is just that the ball's old, so it doesn't perform quite as well. But we saw the Pro V1X perform, so I do think there is something in that for the age of the golf ball. But 40, 50 yards total difference between that and that with appropriate golf balls. And you look at the carry, you know, you're looking at 195 and then 250, 260, and potentially longer and longer as I move quicker. You know, that's making golf courses play very different. And St Andrews is a great example, you know, something that as the golfers out there are starting to hit the ball further and further, are these courses becoming a little obsolete? Maybe. I think they could toughen the courses up a little bit. I mean, the key at St Andrews is stay out of the bunkers. Now, fortunately, 18, there is none. But that was an absolutely huge difference for me. And I dare say there'll be other people try. They might see more, they might see less. But I'm really pleased, having seen that I'm no longer playing that with Balata. I'm much more happy to be playing that with my current ball. So guys, hope you've enjoyed today's video. Something a bit different, 30-year-old ball and driver versus modern driver and ball. Comment below, let me know if you've done anything similar. Are you still using older equipment and maybe there's more out there for you? But pop your comments below and I'll get back to as many people as I can. If you've enjoyed today's content and you don't currently subscribe, please consider clicking the subscribe button, ringing the notification bell, and then you'll be the first one to find out when I drop a new video. Follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here soon. Stay in contact.